Look, Marty, there's something you should know.
Oh, you gotta kill your hero.
Sal is actually going to take the lead on this.
You coward!
Oh.
Yo, he's such a coward! What's going on? It's your boy Syntell with the Intel, and you can already see Rakai is in the building. What's going on, champion?
Hello, Governor.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. We are about to hop into the studio. This is another Apple TV Plus project. You know what it is in these Apple streams. We had a conversation not too long ago regarding how Apple TV has kind of snatched the throne from HBO when it comes to original content and making it high quality. I'm not expecting anything less with the studio. Rakai, have you heard anything about this project?
Very little. Seth Rogen, and he's putting out quality content. So, I don't know. The only thing I heard was that a lot of whoever has seen this already in Hollywood circles, they are not happy. So that makes me excited. So.
Yes, that part right there. Listen, make sure you stay to the very end because you already know me and Rakai. We're going to chop it up, have a bit of a back and forth over the things that we've enjoyed and over some of the things we may be scratching our heads over. So without any further ado, let's get started.
Oh shit! Okay, we right into it then. Is that Paul Dano?
I think it is. It sounds like it.
Okay.
It is.
Yeah. Okay, this is different.
The hell?
Shit, crown's so fucking heavy it'd break your neck.
He hocked to it on him.
Cut! Tail slate. Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Peter Berg. Okay.
Excellent spit. Okay, what about a final look of red? I did a little something different with my eyebrows there. Is that reading?
Yeah, I completely saw it.
You ain't see that.
Bloody underpants. Don't let HR hear about that one.
Tommy, how you doing, man?
Matt, hey.
You saw my film?
I saw it. I love wildlife. It's incredible. The way you shot it is...
Oh, hey, sorry, one sec. What if I went from regret to red?
Dang. And you the money and you got blown off.
Captains, I love it. Show me.
That's because they have no respect for you when you're not the creative.
You're
not in the creative process.
Just a suit.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, no problem. I had an idea, actually, that I was...
Yeah, all you need to do is make sure the check's clear.
Yes, thanks, so, but I'll see you at Charlize's party, right?
Yeah.
We good on ideas.
Be there. Great to see you, Paul. Keep it up. Yep. All right.
Yeah, whatever, suit.
They want to invite you to a party. You're always asking if you're invited to some celebrity's party, and the answer is always no.
Great. By a fucking pervert.
Turns out perverts make great movies.
They really do.
Building designed by Frank Lloyd Wright in
So here we are with another one shot, right?
Yeah.
style. It was built to literally be a temple
This was a little
of cinema.
all over the place, but
Temple of
we're rolling.
cinema.
That was a great transition, by the way. That was a cut, in case, so was that. That was a wipe as well.
Wait. Griffin Mills here? No one knows where Patty is?
Yes, I think it's happening.
It might not have been a wipe. It might not have been a cut.
Oh, yeah, of course. You never know. No matter what, our friendship cannot be affected.
Oh, right.
I got you, dog. I love you. That's your Chang right now. Thank you.
Dang, you ain't even know. You out the loop, too? Dang.
Yes! I knew this was gonna happen. I mean, it's very sad, and I love it.
Set up in scenic painting.
He about to get fired, ain't he?
Promoted or fired.
Yep, it's gonna be one of the two.
Holy shit, I thought you only ever said that so I wouldn't quit.
I did, but I also meant it.
I did, but I'll submit.
Both can be true. That's his office?
Yeah.
Welcome.
No, remember he said he wanted to meet him in scene painting.
Sorry about the strange surroundings.
Bryan Cranston.
Wow, he looks sleazy.
Discreet environment, might.
Yeah.
Because nobody wants to hear somebody else crying and losing their shit while being fired.
Oh, wow.
Patty's time has come and gone, and I'm seriously considering you to replace her.
Oh.
Where the fuck's my green juice? You want a green juice?
Yeah, I'd love one.
2 green juices.
Told her no in the hallway.
When in Rome.
Rather than being obsessed with making this studio as much money as possible. Yeah.
That could not be further from the truth. I am as bottom line oriented as.
That's exactly was the truth. Oh, shit.
That people want to pay to see.
Yes.
I got a little secret for you. Not
God.
closing on the deal to get the rights to Kool-Aid. And I'm talking
Kool-Aid?
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
The red drink.
Yeah.
The guy who breaks through walls and says, oh, yeah?
Yes.
Fucking
Awful.
perfect.
Awful.
What we should be doing, Mr. Mill.
Finally, someone who gets it.
He really want that job.
That's
Oh
great.
my
His
God.
hair, his little bit of hair is almost in a ponytail right now.
$1 billion fucking dollars off the plastic tits of a pussyless doll. We should be able to make
Wow.
off the legacy brand of Kool-Aid. Can you make that happen? Oh, yeah.
You sell out of sellouts.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Well, there we go. My man sold out.
Opening was fantastic. And I still think it was a one shot. I think they used a drone.
Oh.
Patty,
Sorry,
former
sorry.
head of the studio.
Patty, yes. I mean,
Yes?
No, she hasn't called back. Sorry, so many new names. It's really hard.
It's a lot.
I wonder why Patty quit. That's what I want to know.
Fired.
Nah.
So,
Congrats, man.
thank you. Yo, like we talked about, this cannot get in the way of our friendship, right? Of course. I got your back, man.
The sound of that?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, John Cena.
Oh,
I'm gonna
get
take it.
that.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna take it. He'll
he's
beat me
great.
up. Come on, man. Fuck this shit.
The sugar. Tell him.
You got to get to that booger sugar, get in his right mind.
Hey, my
That's
Tyler.
hilarious. Oh my God, Catherine Hahn. Oh my Jesus.
I actually quite like the photo they used.
really?
Thank
The
you.
lighting, too?
Yeah, look.
Oh, I love her. This is going to be great.
Yeah.
The first official meeting of the Remick years.
Remick years.
You know, prestige films and box office hits, those are not mutually exclusive. I'm excited to announce that we are fast-tracking a Kool-Aid movie.
Picture of Kool-Aid, see how long they can hold their breath for money.
Ooh, actually, that would crush.
Right?
So, what made Barbie stand out so much in the marketplace?
Famous white people.
Kind of. White lady. Greta Gerwig. That's the reason Barbie worked.
They called her quasi-famous.
But you know what it did win? $1.3 billion.
Yes, it did.
I mean, it did.
She's not lying.
But I'm also going to make a great film, all right? Hey, Petra! Set some
These two
meeting!
things are not exclusive.
Oh, yeah.
You got to accent the positive and eliminate the negative and latch on.
Is that like a classic Mercedes?
Griffin Mill would only give me this job if I agreed to make the Kool-Aid movie.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, that makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, just be honest.
Hilarious.
You guys need some Manischewitz? Huh? Shake a fucking lulav.
Yeah, we're all Jewish. It's very, very funny. Look,
Love it. Really like Nick Stoller for this. Storks, Captain Underpants, the Muppets.
that's not the direction we want to go.
You want
Wes Anderson to make a Kool-Aid movie?
Kool-Aid movie?
What?
He's gonna fire me over Zoom from Liechtenstein, wherever the fuck he is. Then fuck Kool-Aid. Okay, why? Because people love Barbie. Barbie's hot. People want to Barbie. I want to fuck man. Am I wrong?
How would you?
I don't. What are we talking about? This is nothing.
Right. This conversation went left.
You want to make great art and make $1 billion doing it. Well, guess what? That never happened. Martin Scorsese is pitching you a movie this week. Make that shit.
Take the easy W here.
Listen to your Jew. Thumbs up. Hey, listen.
Hello, Mr. Mill.
Matthew, just checking in on Kool-Aid.
Yeah, set the meeting with Nick Stoller.
All right. Waltz up in my mouth. The Sork is absolutely destroying my ass.
That is
There's a visual for you.
creepiest visual. Yeah.
You know, love her.
Yeah, she's the best.
And is she doing okay?
She's doing great. Yeah,
Okay.
I was overall very optimistic about the future. So yeah, I'll let her know you said hi.
That'd be awesome.
Loads and loads of bullshit.
This, and it's not what I want to be, coming out of the gate with.
Trying to find a director for a Kool-Aid movie. Days after telling Variety he wants and make bold choices, Remick has instantly become a punchline on social media, making what sounds like a dumb movie based on a bad drink.
Fuck.
Hey, bad drink?
You know, she was ahead of...
Grew up on Kool-Aid.
And now you're here.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Very exciting.
All the different levels of how Scorsese's about to tell him to F off.
I've had quite the day.
Oh, yeah, it was bad?
Bad? No, not really. Just got a lot going on.
Expert level of ass kissing that goes on.
Jonestown.
What?
Jim Jones?
Jonestown.
Like the cult massacre?
Yes, exactly.
Hell.
Mass murder, suicide, everything. It's life.
Jonestown. Is that the massacre where everybody committed suicide by
Drinking the Kool-Aid. Yep.
drinking Kool-Aid?
Yep.
Exactly. That's the...
Oh, my God. No, don't do it.
Whatever it is, that's the phrase.
Wow.
That's the climax of the picture.
But it's actually...
big sequence.
I can see where he's going to try and make this work.
Well, I mean, yeah, in a sense, I guess.
In a sense.
In a sense.
Yeah,
you
great,
could, yeah,
great.
yeah.
So, there's a budget.
Well, I mean, yeah, budget.
Did he just Captain Morgan?
Yes.
200?
Oh, my God.
I'm going to tell you what, Mr. Scorsese.
Wow. If you call it Kool-Aid.
Love that. I love it. Decisive, huh?
Yes.
Decisive and good taste. I don't mean that in a bad way.
No, of course. Now, there's one little tiny catch.
You know, I've been around. You ever with the catch?
Right?
What is
But
it?
trust me here. This in no making the exact film that you want to make. Okay?
Yeah, because the whole thing is about freedom.
Exactly. You will have all that. It does, however,
Things about freedom.
what we call the film.
Okay, so what do you want to call the movie?
The Kool-Aid movie.
I did it! I got Martin Scorsese to write and direct the Kool-Aid movie!
Scorsese?
We got a real filmmaker.
Consider him fucked.
The dude that's his boss, the dude's the owner of the thing, is going to take him up in his airplane and throw his ass out midair.
All those people who wrote posts and articles about what a dumb schmuck I am, they're going to have to write new posts and new articles.
Oh, yeah. Cranston better let him have it. Or Griffin.
Oh, my God.
What?
Shirley's there and invited me to her party.
No fucking way. Can I come with?
No!
Oh, it's about to all come crashing down.
Marty Scorsese. On God. No.
Is that a Jerry Rice jersey?
That Catherine Hahn. Catherine Hahn is 19 years old. My God.
Just know, it's one of those ideas that when you first hear it, you're going to be like,
She's going to lose her shit.
Oh, yeah. Because how do you pitch this? How do you sell it?
wow.
What the fuck is it?
It is an exploration through the events that centered around the place that is as Jonestown.
Jonestown?
Look at
Calm the fuck is wrong with you?
Ow! Everyone's watching!
I need a fucking Xanax right now.
We're all good. Just look, okay, it's not. Virgin can actually be cool.
Cool? Toy, the fucking fun?
Look, okay.
I love it.
That wins Oscars and makes $377 million, or can Sony market a movie better than you?
Ooh.
The Holy Trinity. Leo, Brad.
And Tarantino, yeah.
Who do you have?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need some actors. Yeah. She called it the Holy Trinity.
You know, Jim Jones should be portrayed by none other than...
Either people know his name, but they can't recognize his face, or they know his face, but they have no idea what his... Hey, if he walked in this room, I would splay him on this table and him to death. No, it's Buscemi like Busqueta.
We've been talking about this guy for an hour, and no one here can pronounce his name correctly. What does that tell you, Matt? Killed the deal yesterday. Hey, I know you love Martin Scorsese. His vision for this movie is going to bankrupt us.
I can't show grip in this. This is nothing. This has no fucking story. It's nothing.
Who gives a shit if it has a story? He's gonna be.
It's the Zay Zay Shuffle.
It is the #1 dance trend on TikTok. Man, as our boss.
Zay.
Guys, we got Martin Scorsese. Kool-Aid, end of story.
Cooking meal's ready for you all?
Oh.
Oh, my God.
It says here it was at.
Look at that.
Somebody about to get splayed out on the table.
Yeah, but it's not going to go the way she was talking about.
Yep.
Look at him in his office.
What's happening?
You coward.
He bitches up so fast. It's
super quick.
It's a light speed. Yeah.
That is fucking fantastic.
Yes, it is. I mean, that's huge.
Wow, Scorsese about to be pissed.
Hey, right?
Oh, he knew the dance too.
Look, he knew the
So, Matt, what's the story?
Ooh.
The story's actually the best part. Good. So, well, Kool-Aid Man. In a world of corporate logos. He's friends with Velveeta.
Wow.
He goes and hangs out.
He's stealing it.
Look at his face over. He's like, ah.
Could it get any worse?
Impressive. Very diverse.
Yes.
Right? You've got red, yellow, green. It ain't white. Am I right? Brother.
He really threw that out there. Word.
Directing.
Nick Stoller, guy's a real pro. We got him locked down.
Love him. Very funny. All right.
Look at his face. He's like, oh, God.
Good to see you, Griffin.
You're so screwed.
This Martin Scorsese Jonestown movie, what's all that about?
Shit fast, express so fast.
Kool-Aid and its lovable mascot, and also be making a movie about how Kool-Aid, with one of the most infamous mass murders. I knew you'd have a good reason. Yeah. So tell me, why did you spend the $10 million?
Well, you know.
My man tap dancing, boy. Good.
Yeah.
The Jonestown script, specifically to kill it.
Oh, wow. Golly. You are such a sellout.
Own the project.
Oh.
But nobody will ever get to make it.
Wow.
That is so fucked up.
Oh, God.
I love it.
Wow. You are mud.
I'll double his quote.
Oh, you're going to be dumping shekels on Stoller, but the problem now is that he came up under Pat.
Dumping shekels.
Well, then you will be absolutely thrilled to hear that we're actually bringing Patty on board Kool-Aid as a producer.
Oh, my God. It keeps getting worse.
Now, but we are going to get this deal done.
Good pace on.
Why do you keep lying?
I don't know.
You can't even get her on the phone.
You're coming with me to Charlize's tonight. If we pull this off, we're going to celebrate.
Oh, yeah.
I never want to see him do that again. Ever again.
Ever again. This is absolutely brilliant. I've never witnessed someone actually dig their own grave so quickly.
And so deep.
Yes. Why do you keep lying? I don't know.
You of all people.
Dirty.
Hi, Patty.
Oh, God, it's so humiliating.
Catherine O'Hara.
Fuck! You know I quit swearing and you're making me do it, motherfucker. Fuck!
I gave 40 years of my life to the studio, and then some dime store Bob Evans comes in and wants to put his stamp on the place.
Dime store Bob Evans.
He's so brutal.
Yeah, he is. But guess what? You're even worse.
to do with that. I barely even got hired, you know?
I raised you like a son. Stab it.
I did not stab you in the back. If anything, I'm here trying to carry your torch, Patty.
You sure seem happy working with people who do.
I'm not happy. Working relationship, and that's why I'm here. I want to keep it going.
Oh, you're like a cat bringing in a mutilated pigeon. Like I want my name on that monstrosity. Ew, ew, that thing should have been smothered in the crib. No. Still have my job.
That's what it was.
Okay.
He told her he wanted to make Kool-Aid. She said, hell no.
What's the count?
Million overhead, 2 put pictures a year. First look,
Dang.
Nobody in all of Hollywood has a deal that lucrative.
I don't care. You owe me everything.
I don't know you. Look, I owe you a lot.
He's like, oh, wait.
And without it, I'm afraid.
As she sits in her multi-million-dollar home overlooking the
Hollywood Hills. Yeah.
You gotta be exclusive.
No exclusivity. Those people railed me raw.
She pimping him.
Oh, Maddie.
With these crocodile tears.
Yeah, and no water on her cheeks.
I mean, that's why she was a studio head.
Yep, and he needs it.
Okay, let's call Nick Stoller.
You have to kill Martin Scorsese's movie.
Look at the double rainbow in the back.
They never slept with me again.
I have the same fear with Marty.
How do you feel in all this?
You know, I've worked obviously a long time to get here.
Look at that view. My God.
You know, optimistic with the plan.
Maddie, not one of those words is about how you feel. Heavy as the head, Maddie.
Yeah, I'm honored, obviously, to be one of the people that gets to choose.
The rainbow's a nice touch.
And I got into all this because, you know, I love movies, but now I have this fear that...
And you make a good movie. It's good forever. You'll make a great studio head. You know why? Because you had the best teacher.
That was the line in the opening.
I still do.
Yeah. When Paul Dano said that right before he got killed.
Right before he got killed.
Yep.
Goodbye, but that killed the teacher.
Avoid him for the rest of my life. Hopefully I just never see him again.
Hey, Matt. I mean, I can't believe that title is fantastic. I want to take credit for it.
It's all yours.
To the bullshit. He don't mean any of that.
Talk shop at a party. Let's talk about something else. You into sports, cars?
No. All I do is film, bro. That's just like, you know who I am?
Yeah. How I always act.
I know this guy like the back of my own dick.
Yeah.
This is classic Matt Remick.
Totally.
He says some things that just should not be said.
You're talking to an actor's director.
I saw that look.
No.
It's a furtive look. It was furtive.
Furtive
in my life.
No.
Oh, no, that's furtive. I know furtive. There's one thing I know, it's furtive.
Look, Marty, there's something you should know.
Oh, you gotta kill your hero. Oh.
Sal is actually going to take the lead on this.
You coward!
Oh.
Yo, he's such a coward.
I mean, yeah.
You're the reason I'm in this business.
Who the fuck are you, and what are you trying to say?
We're in a different direction, and we're not doing the Jonestown version of Kool-Aid.
Oh.
You know what? Fine. Fine.
You know how powerful Marty is? Yeah, you screwed.
It's not surprising, because you're just another run-of-the-mill, talentless,
God,
spineless suit.
Oh.
Just give me back my movie, and let me go sell it to fucking Apple the way I should have done it in the first place.
Ooh, let me sell it to Apple.
Let me get this straight. You bought my movie.
Yeah.
Just to kill it?
Got you splayed out, my guy.
I did.
He did.
Oh. Oh, Oh God, it's like the look old Yeller gave just before the trigger got pulled.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Why would you do that?
My God. Martin
You made Martin Scorsese cry.
Oh wait, there's Charlize Theron.
Charlize is talking to him. Who's telling her what happened?
You made Scorsese cry. Oh. Look at how he's pointing at him.
Because you're the head of the studio. Stop kicking my fucking show.
Hi, Charlize.
You're out.
Okay, sorry. Thank you for having us. Hi, Marty. Can't wait. Yeah.
How about Marty's script?
Yeah.
Did it just like blow your mind?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh, wow.
Really great stuff, yeah.
But to think we're going to be making Martin Scorsese's last movie.
His last movie?
Oh, he didn't tell you?
No.
Oh, yeah, no. This is his swan song. He's done after this. True honor.
Yeah.
How lucky are we?
So lucky. Amazing, right?
Yeah. Thank you for making it happen.
He killed his last movie.
On set.
Can't wait.
Yo.
Here.
Oh my God.
Are you crying? What happened?
Yo, that is... You're so screwed.
Two martinis coming up. Here you go, dude. Hey.
Good fellas.
Marty's a goat.
Don't think we can call him Marty anymore.
Nah.
Ray Bracco's so fucking hot. Dude, Ray Liotta's so fucking hot. Yeah. Shut the fuck up. Yeah. And I heard he has a huge dick. Oh, I believe that. Rest in peace, King.
Say the wildest shit, dog.
Oh, yo. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're going to see a cut down version of our reaction because we're only allowed to show you a limited amount of picture-in-picture. But if you want to watch the whole thing with us uncut, uninterrupted, head over to our Patreon page at patreon.com/Syntell. Become a member of this channel. You'll get access to the full uncut reaction, but you will need your own Netflix, HBO Max, or Disney Plus subscription so you can open up each episode in an adjacent window to our reaction. We'll give you a little time with a small reference video at the bottom of the screen to help you sync up the footage. And it'll be like you're watching it with your favorite pals from the internet. Yo, okay. So, first off, this is excellent. This is excellent. But I gotta be honest. Let me just go ahead and just rip the Band-Aid off. I don't think this show is for everybody. I don't. I think you have to be a full-blown like lover of film and the business to even get the context and the tone and for it to really hit you. Like me and you, we are very much lovers of the craft. And I think this is like one of those comedies that feels very bespoke to folks like me and you. Your average connoisseur might not resonate. Now that I've ripped the Band-Aid off that, I think the show is brilliant. I think it's amazing. It feels very Larry David-ish in a lot of ways, like Curb Your Enthusiasm kind of humor. Some of the references, the stars that are on here, like the hat tips and the homages, like Seth Rogen does a really good job of being an affable bad guy in a sense, because he is a bad guy in this sense. I think it's brilliant, but I can understand if regular viewers look at this and be like, may not be for me. How are you feeling?
Everything you just said is absolutely correct. Here's the thing. I think for the most part, most of the audience, they're okay with seeing The Wizard of Oz. They want the spectacle. They want all of this. Most people don't want to see the documentary on the behind the scenes on how it was made. And that's what this is. This is that behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? You get to go and see how the hot dogs are made or whatever.
Yeah.
Most people are okay with just eating the hot dogs. Don't tell me what's in it. I don't even know what's in it. I'm just gonna enjoy me, OSCAR,
Yeah.
I love the craft of filmmaking. I love everything about it. And this was just absolute brilliance to me. And Curb Your Enthusiasm was a very good a reference for this. I wouldn't have thought of that. I really didn't think of what I likened to this. And actually, it reminds me, this is almost like not a parody, but a I don't know, like a comedic behind the scenes version of another movie that we did a reaction to that you put me on to not that long ago called The Player. It feels just like The Player, but The Player was, you know, a drama mystery, and this is more satirical. It's, you know, a little cynical, a little tongue-in-cheek of, all right, this is how we make the hot dogs, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, you might not want to know that, you know, this is not all pork meat. This is not all beef. This is, you know, I'm just lying and telling everybody this is pork and this is beef, but actually this is some pigeon and this is some, you know, so like, and I love that Seth Rogen's character has this integrity, and he's an auteur, and he wants to be a filmmaker. He wants to make Oscars. I want to make real movies. And then as soon as his ass is on the line, he cowered every time. Like, he folded every time. And I honestly think that's how most people are. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't affect the bag. Don't affect my paycheck. I just got a promotion that I wanted my entire life. I don't care what I had to do. Like, when dude was giving him, listen, you know, I don't even like that that's my thing that I say now. But when dude was giving him the job, like, he was got his scrunchie out and he was pulling his hair back into a ponytail. Like, he was, yes, I'll do anything. You want to make real movies? No. Who said that dumb shit? I didn't say that. Like, this is wonderful. Wonderful.
I'm with you. I can't lie. I thought in my head, I was like, I expected it to kind of them to run it kind of like Entourage. I love Entourage. First, let me say that up front. Entourage was great.
Yes.
But they didn't run it like Entourage. This is different. This isn't Entourage-ish, because Entourage was kind of behind the scenes from an actor standpoint and what it means, you know, to be a part of, you know, a superstar's kind of like life. What does that look like? This is something different, and I think when you reference The Player, it's more in that vein, more of like also kind of like the Larry David-ish kind of thing. I like that it does kind of feel like it's its own thing. I think if they keep going this direction with the great star-studded cameos that are coming in, it's gonna always be a lot of fun to watch for those liking that Where's Waldo kind of feel. Like, can you pick the people that have made a large impact on the industry? You know, Steve Buscemi was great, making Martin Scorsese cry. Even Paul Dano in the very beginning. You know, all of that, you know, it's just tons of those cool little things. It's like, oh, that dude, what's it called? The meme with Leonardo DiCaprio. He's like pointing at the TV, and you're like, yo, who's that person right there? Yeah. I mean, it's filled with that. Those things are gonna go really great. And Seth Rogen plays victim so well. And so well in a lot of the stuff that he does, and for the simple fact that he'll do whatever it takes in order to maintain his job, this is going to be brilliant. I can't go on enough of just how shisty and sinister Bryan Cranston is. Just the way he looks and he feels sleazy. He feels like you bump into him, you're just gonna, I don't know, you're just gonna have like, I don't know, the cooties or whatever it is. It's perfect. What the hell is that big ass tooth of whatever it is that is on that chain?
Probably something. He probably passing off like a tiger he killed in you know, somewhere, but he probably bought it somewhere to make it look like he did something dangerous or whatever. So I don't know. It's funny she called him a dime store Bob Evans, which Bob Evans famously was head of the studio or whatever. You know, basically Seth Rogen's character in he got The Godfather made. You know, again, Francis Ford Coppola. You know what I'm saying? And there was a excellent series on Paramount called The Offer. That was the behind the scenes kind of a satirical take on, I don't know if it was satire, but The Offer was actually excellent about Bob Evans and I can't even think of the producer's name now, who actually went above and beyond to get The Godfather made. excellent. And it kind of comes off like this, and it's interesting you said Entourage. I didn't think this was going to be like Entourage only because Entourage, coming from the actor's point of view, you had the young, Vinny, the young, hip, cool actors or whatever coming from their point of view and what actors would do, but coming from a studio head with Seth Rogen being a much older character, he's not in tune with what's going on. He didn't know about the Zay Zay, where the president of the thing, he knew about the Zay Zay shuffle or whatever. And he's a throwback dude. He wants to go back and make older movies. He mentioned he want to make Rosemary's Baby, or he want to make actually good movies. Look at the car he drives. It's a throwback to another era, like the 50s, 60s. He is an old school kind of guy. And he's just not with the current progression of Hollywood. Like at first, the way it came off with him, I was like, oh, is this kind of like The Players that's set in the 80s or something like that? Yeah. But when dude said, I'm on the phone, I'm going to talk to John Cena, I was like, oh, no, this is current. Yeah. This is current. But dude is from another era, and that's what he holds on to. That's what he wants. Yeah. But, the business is passing him by. He may just be a man out of time on doing this. And my last thing. Yeah. That damn Catherine Hahn. Yeah. She is amazeballs. Like, she is amazing. Her role, even though it wasn't a whole lot, every time she hit the screen as the head of marketing was absolutely fantastic. Like, for real, to me, she kind of stole every scene that she was in on this.
Yeah. I mean, in the case, she was Agatha, right? Agatha all along. And in case you haven't seen Agatha all along, she puts on the show. She throws the entire franchise on her back, and it's worth it. She's incredible. So when she came on the scene, I was like, oh yeah, we definitely gonna get some lovable moments. Somebody in the chat had said something to the fact about the irony of Seth Rogen taking his stand on art house pieces when he really just got done playing Donkey Kong in the Mario movie, right? And they kind of like referenced the Mario movie in there as well, about it making like $1.3 billion, and he was actually in that movie. So there is some tongue-in-cheek kind of stuff going on. I also liked the reference towards, you make the studio movie, and then you can do your art house piece, and kind of you got to kind of like pay your dues. But he's still trying to have his cake and eat it too, and do both at the same time. I think it's also going to be something very interesting with Patty, the former studio head, and her getting this lucrative deal. Oh yeah. And she is going to want to get her lick back because she's old school. She's been doing this for years. Like they just got done talking about how Patty got done sleeping with Ray Liotta in The Godfather. She's been doing this a very long time, and you got this young pup that she raised that's going to put her in a position of power. Oh, she is about to shine in the next few episodes. What's up? I see it.
She gonna find a script with some young hot new indie that's gonna win an Oscar. That's what she's gonna do. Exactly what he wants to do. That's what she's gonna do. Yeah. And I think it's funny though, because she probably couldn't do it. Yeah. When she was in the position. Sometimes you need to be freed from even the thing that you want. Yeah. May not be what you actually want, because he wanted to get this position because he thinks he can make whatever he want to make and do what he want to do, but still he's beholden to the president of the studio. Like, no, I don't care about none of that. A whole lot of money. That's all that matters.
I care about.
Bottom line.
Does to make money.
I think
that's all I care. I also didn't lose the irony of her sitting on her house on the hill like Mount Olympus, staring down upon Los Angeles, crying about her injustices as she sits on top of that. That to me was funny, and then the rainbow in the back and everything else. It's like, yo, are you kidding me? So I think the show has a lot of brilliance in it. Like, there's a lot of like things that go on about the hypocrisy of Hollywood. How these projects get made, the sacrifices that have to be done, the asses that need to be kissed, the dues that need to be paid, like if you're gonna make Martin Scorsese cry, there's no hope for the rest of us, right? Like
From somebody who allegedly loves film,
right?
And you bought his last film just to kill it and made him cry publicly at a party. Martin Scorsese, who made Goodfellas, you made him cry. Oh my God!
Yeah, I think they're onto something. There is one more cool thing, one more interesting thing, and this is interesting. So IMDb has this series as a 8 point. I think it's got a It has an 8.0 out of 10 with over 3,000 votes. IMDb is a very, it's not necessarily for your average consumer. It's people that have like a fondness for film. Maybe not expertly love it, but have a fondness for film, right? So I think that's pretty decent. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good rating. However, on Rotten Tomatoes, the tomato meter for critics is a 95%, and understandably so. If you're a critic, that means you love what this project represents, right? But here's the thing. The popcorn meter from your average consumer, 69%. So that kind of goes into what we were saying a little bit. That's not awful. That's not an awful score, but it's a far cry from 95. So we'll see. Maybe as the writing goes on, and maybe we can just enjoy the story more so than the details behind with the names and the process. People can really just love the story and the comedy that's behind it. That average popcorn meter might go up. It could go up. I think they've just got something good to go off of. I think it's just people may not be familiar with what's happening. I'm wondering if there's any parallels with Entourage. From my understanding, I watched Entourage at an interesting time because I was actually living in Hollywood when Entourage came out, so everybody loved it. But I don't know if the average consumer felt that way, if they understood everything that was going on with Entourage. And it felt like maybe they pick up steam completely into maybe like around the second season. I'm curious what you all think in the comment section. That's my last and final thought. Rakai, do you anything you want to close out with?
Just about the Entourage thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, Entourage was different because Entourage sold the fantasy. This project is coming from a studio exec, a suit. He's long in the tooth. Like, don't give a shit about his vision. The whole reason that we watch movies and TV and stuff like that is part of the fantasies, part of escapism. So to watch Vinny and the crew and what they have to go through, all the while dating the hottest models, going to the craziest parties, driving the fastest cars, doing all that shit, that's part of the escapism. They sold us a fantasy in the show, telling us about the fantasy and how we trying to get to the fantasy that y'all want and we want. That works. This is just this guy's fantasy. I want to make an Oscar-winning movie. I want to make The Piano or some other bullshit we haven't seen. You know what I'm saying? Or very few people will be like, "Oh, that was excellent." Me and the audience of 3 people in the theater where I watched it. Oh, it was made me cry. It was so excellent. That's what he wants to do. So because I appreciate the craft, this is excellent and I love it. But I also love the dichotomy of it. Like, no, we making this damn Kool-Aid movie or whatever stupid ass movie that Hollywood, who has no ideas, like, I just took a meeting for Rubik's Cube. Next week I got a meeting for Jenga. Like that shit. That's what Hollywood's on right now, and that's hilarious to me. So.
Hey, listen, I can't wait to see what you all have to say in the comment section. If you are a casual fan of just film, did this move you? For those diehards, did this deliver as well? Let us know in the chat. If you've been enjoying the conversation that me and Rakai have been having, and you want more of that, because Rakai gives a very incredibly unique and good outlook of these projects that we know and love, you need to do yourself a favor. Head over to his YouTube channel. Hit that subscription button. Hey, show some love to his Patreon as well. Rakai, tell the people how they can get in contact with you.
Absolutely. He said it. Patreon, youtube.com. They're both in the same thing. Nuke from the Ville, NUPEFROMDAVILLE. If I said it too fast, it will be in the description. Remember, all of these projects that we watch, and you just heard a little bit through our discussion, we try to use this. But what's even better than that, what we always try to use, is this. Got to use that heart. Thank you, Chef.
Hey, thank you, Chef. And thank you all. We'll catch you next episode. All right, y'all. Take it easy.